Hey everyone, I'm working to hit 2,000 subscribers and I need your help to get there. If you enjoy the content, please hit that subscribe button right now.
Football is officially back, and Levi's Stadium was absolutely rocking on Thursday night as San Francisco took on the Tennessee Titans in their preseason opener. The 49ers ultimately fell in a 19-13 battle, but do not let that final score fool you, because there was genuinely far more good than bad to take away from this game. We are talking a rookie receiver breakout so impressive that analysts are already saying there is nothing left to prove in preseason action. A quarterback making his first ever NFL appearance and looking every bit the part, and a rookie linebacker whose maturity on the field is turning heads throughout the entire organization. So settle in, because there is a lot of exciting football to break down. Let's start with a quick statistical overview before diving into the real headlines. At quarterback, Adrian Martinez played the majority of this game, completing 16 of 30 attempts for 159 yards while getting sacked twice, finishing with a quarterback rating of 68.6. But it was Curtis Rourke who truly stole the show in his limited action, completing 12 of 14 passes for 101 yards and looking genuinely sharp throughout his time on the field, showing off some impressive mobility in the process. On the ground, Sincere McCormick led the way in both carries and yardage, while Patrick Taylor punched in the team's only touchdown of the night despite a rough overall rushing line. Through the air, the clear headline was rookie Dejon Stribling, who played only 2 quarters but hauled in 7 receptions for 63 yards on 8 total targets, while Jordan Watkins also turned in a genuinely strong showing of his own. On defense, Nick Martin led the team with 8 total tackles, while a wave of promising rookies and depth pieces all flashed real ability throughout the night. Now let's dive into the true headline of this entire preseason opener, because Dejon Stribling was the unquestioned biggest storyline coming out of Levi's Stadium on Thursday. His highlight reel catches had analysts, fans, and social media collectively buzzing with a Titans defender draped all over him, securing the football right at the marker to move the chains on a crucial down. But his signature play of the entire night came on a 3rd and 5 situation, when Rourke delivered a beautifully placed back shoulder throw on a go route. Stribling made a genuinely spectacular adjustment to the football, contorting his entire body to secure the catch while somehow managing to keep both feet inbounds, turning what looked like a difficult contested target into a 32-yard gain. Watching that performance live, in person, this rookie looked fast, looked physically strong, and looked like he possessed every single trait team's dream about finding in a true number 1 caliber receiver. That may sound like a genuinely bold statement to make after a single preseason performance, but based on everything shown throughout this camp and now backed up in this actual game, there is real reason to believe he could develop into exactly that kind of foundational piece for this offense. Adding further evidence that this coaching staff was thoroughly pleased with what they saw. Stribling was given the remainder of the night off with nearly 8 minutes still remaining in the second quarter, exactly the kind of treatment typically reserved for established veterans rather than rookies. Kyle Shanahan himself offered a genuinely positive review of that debut performance, noting that while he would need to fully review the film before rendering a complete verdict, he acknowledged that Stribling struggled somewhat during the opening drive before settling in and executing virtually everything asked of him across the next 3 drives. Shanahan specifically praised the way his hands looked throughout the game and his overall willingness to play with genuine physicality. The praise clearly was not limited to just the coaching staff and the fan base either, with prominent national NFL insiders and analysts all posting their own admiration for this rookie's performance throughout the night, making him genuinely the talk of the entire football world following this specific preseason opener. Now let's shift over to the quarterback position, because Curtis Rourke also delivered a genuinely impressive debut performance of his own. One respected voice within the fan community even suggested that if Rourke can continue building on this level of play, it could realistically make a different, more established veteran quarterback expendable as this organization approaches the eventual trade deadline. Rourke looked every bit the part of a legitimate NFL quarterback in his very first look with this organization since being drafted back in 2025. He impressed significantly throughout his 3 total drives of action before a rib injury unfortunately ended his night early, but he still finished, having completed 12 of his 14 pass attempts for 101 total yards. Watching him in person, he displayed genuine mobility, moved comfortably within and around the pocket, and showed no hesitation whatsoever making plays under pressure. What stood out most about Rourke's debut specifically was his ability to consistently keep plays alive using his legs, quarterback depth beyond their 2 established options, with Rourke firmly inserting himself into that broader conversation. Now let's shift over to the defensive side of the ball, because it was not just the offense generating excitement on Thursday night. Several defensive players turned in genuinely strong, praiseworthy performances throughout this game. A promising rookie cornerback came away with a notable pass breakup in the end zone against a talented rookie receiver during the first quarter. A rookie defensive tackle bullied a highly paid established starting guard for what would have been a sack had it not been negated by a holding penalty elsewhere on the play. But no single player on this defense capitalized on his training camp momentum quite like rookie linebacker Jaden Duggar. Duggar looked genuinely excellent throughout his limited snaps on the field. On just the second play of the entire game for Tennessee's offense, when the opposing quarterback looked to scramble for extra yardage, Duggar simply would not allow it, dropping back roughly 10 yards off the line of scrimmage before making an instantaneous read and breaking toward the quarterback with genuinely impressive pursuit, meeting him well short of a significant gain. He followed that up on Tennessee's next offensive possession with a strong individual arm tackle that held their running back to a minimal gain. To be clear, Duggar only finished this game with 2 total tackles, so he did not exactly stuff the box score with eye-popping raw numbers. But consider exactly who he was making those specific plays against. An established starting NFL quarterback who happened to be a former number 1 overall draft selection and a running back with several years of legitimate professional experience under his belt. Successfully reading and reacting to genuinely NFL-caliber offensive players rather than simply making plays against overmatched competition represents exactly the kind of encouraging maturity teams want to see from a promising young defender this early in his career. So there you have it, football fans, a genuinely thrilling, storyline-packed preseason opener from Levi's Stadium. A final score that ultimately went the wrong way, but a performance that left this entire fan base and the broader football media buzzing with genuine excitement. A rookie receiver who may have already played his way out of needing any further preseason evaluation. A quarterback whose debut performance opened up real, legitimate questions about this team's overall depth chart at that position. And a rookie linebacker whose maturity and instincts against legitimate NFL-caliber competition offered a genuinely exciting glimpse of this defense's future. Whatever the final scoreboard said on Thursday night, this represented an outstanding, encouraging start to the 2026 preseason for the San Francisco 49ers. So now it is your turn. And we genuinely want to hear what you think about everything covered in this recap. Are you as fired up about Dejon Stribling's debut performance as the rest of the football world clearly is right now? Does Curtis Rourke's strong showing change how you view this team's overall quarterback depth chart moving forward? And how excited are you about Jaden Duggar's early flashes at linebacker? Drop your thoughts and predictions down in the comments section below, because we absolutely love hearing what all of you think. If this recap got you fully fired up about everything happening with this 49ers roster, do us a favor and smash that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach even more passionate fans just like yourself. And if you have not already subscribed, now is the perfect time, because we are going to be right here bringing you every single game recap and every bit of behind-the-scenes coverage, all the way through this incredibly exciting season. Thanks so much for watching, and we will catch you in the very next update. Niner Faithful, let's go.